Hello, this is Ricardo and I'm still playing Elite Dangerous, but not Elite Dangerous, the beta that's currently running at the moment. The betas are for commanders, but this is actually the main game. So I'm here and I'm doing some engineer missions because I thought it was high tide. I got myself some engineer modifications on my ship. So I'm bombing around at the moment in the Asp Explorer, my gold Asp Explorer, and I'm in the Kamitara system, on the hunt for Kamitara Cigars. Now, Kamitara Cigars are required by an engineer who's about 150 clicks away. It's a couple of jumps, especially in the Asp. It's about 7 or 8 jumps. Anyway, her name is Hera Tani, and she specializes in upgrading power cores and power distributors. Okay, but to gain access to her, you have to go through the rigmarole with another faction. But more importantly, you have to get these cigars for her. Now, in system, I did spend a little bit of time. I don't know if I had to or not. I really didn't know. But I went in there, sold all my navigation data, sold some stuff that I had knocking about the cargo hold, did a few missions, and earned some pretty tidy money, to be honest with you. A couple of million a run, if you get it right. Anyway, with all that said, I was after those cigars for Hera Tani, and then she resides in the Kuwemaki system, as you can see here on the screen. So 8 jumps away, like I said, not too far, especially in the Asp. We're not going to take the Imperial Cutter there. I've got enough upgrades, I think, on my power core. Thank you very much. But this ship here I do use quite a bit for bombing around different star systems and doing some exploring. I thought it was high time I got some modifications on it. So incidentally, Hera Tani, the engineer, given the fact that she specializes in power cores, power distributors, she resides in the system on planet 3A. Now when you get there, it's going to be unexplored. So make sure you've got a discovery scanner, or you can just pop off and scan the nav beacon. So with that in mind, we've left the station. We're on approach to her base in the Kuwemaki system. And we'll take a first look at what is required when you get there. Right, so we know you're going to need these cigars. So we're about to touch down, a little bit of to-ing and fro-in, nothing too serious. The gravity's pretty good on this, you can have no problems with gravity in this system. And we're in the base, that's called the Jet's Hole. So, let's take a little quick look around at what it's like around the Jet's Hole. I wonder how many times I can say Jet's Hole in this video. Anyway, that's if anyone's watching, of course. So a nice base, a nice planet in the background, a couple of drills knocking about, a few landing pads. I'm on pad 7. There's the drills. Quite picturesque. Anyway, so the engineer's workshop. You need 50 cigars. Now the first run, when you enter Kamitra to get those cigars, and you're at Hamilton Terminal for those, is you get 15. You think, well, that's not very much, is it? So then, I did some missions, went back, then you got 23. Then, when you go all the way back again, you get 23 again. So it's only 3 trips you really have to do. It's a little bit laborious, but then again, this is the engineers, isn't it? So I'm going to plot my route back. I'm not going to bore you all with recording the route and what happened on the way there and way back. It's pretty uneventful. There's quite a few star systems you can scan. You can get that navigation data up as well, and every little helps towards that navigation rank of elite. The explorer rank of elite. So we're off back to Hamilton Terminal. Here we are, and then if we scroll down this, cigars, 23, you can buy 23. So that then fills our quota for the engineer Hera Tani. So, not too much of a laborious task. Some might view it so, some might not. I don't know. So I was going to change my ship over to the Cobra, but let's stick with the old Asp. I like the Asp. I think the Cobra could be sometimes overrated. And my other ships are too far, and to be fair, too expensive to bring over here. You know, I'll just fly them over myself. So we're going to launch, we're going to get out of here, we're going to get all the way back over to the engineer and get that engineer unlocked. So it's back to Kuwemaki. So Kuwemaki is 153 light years away, just a few hops in that Asp, no worries. And let's get cracking. So we're going to clear the station now. And we're going to head on and get this Asp upgraded. So we're in the Kuwemaki system now. We're on approach to the planet. Again, the planet is 3A. Make sure you scan it if it's your first trip in. We're getting down into things now, so we're going to initiate the glide. And there's no turbulence to be worried about. It's quite an easy glide in if you get your angle right, to be perfectly honest with you. Unlike some of the planets where it buffets you all over the place. Quite a nice system, quite a nice graphically looking system.
High resolution photo.
And here we are now. We're nearly there. Just about to land. And the sun is just setting. And that's a fantastic look, I think. I think that's absolutely brilliant. So here we go. Let's refuel, repair and restock. Bit of advanced maintenance. Back into the engineer's workshop. And let's give them those cigars. What she's going to do with 50 ton of cigars, hey, who cares? Upgrade my power distributors and upgrade my power plants. Now you can armor your power plant and you can overcharge your power plant. Some good things to be had here, some not so good. You know what it's like with the engineers. It's a bit hit and miss. It'll take you a few tries, so make sure you've got things like carbon. That's one of the things I was in short supply of. Worn shield emitters. That was another one as well. So make sure you got some of that. And I think you'll be fine. So that was me on the trip to get Kamitara Cigars from the Kamitara system and Hamilton Terminal. You then take those to Hera Tani in the Kuwemaki system, who's the engineer who will upgrade your power plant and your power distributors for you. Look out for worn shield emitters. Make sure you've got some carbon as well, because especially at level 2, that's one of the mainstay ingredients you'll have, and some of those will be needed level 3 as well. So just to reiterate, before I finish my ramblings on this video, you're going to need to progress here sulfur, legacy firmware, selenium, cadmium, ceramics, iron, to name but a few, and electrochemical arrays as well. If you got some of that, you should be fine. And you'll be able to upgrade some of your power units without too much hassle. I think carbon and shield emitters to get you on the way. If you've got a good stock of those, I think you'd be pretty much cooking on gas. So with that, I'm going to leave you. I've been Ricardo, it's been Elite Dangerous. The sun is setting over Jet's hole. There you go, I said it again. Please check back if you've enjoyed this video for more videos in the series. This has been the engineer, Hera Tani, upgrading power systems and power distributors. See you soon.